Alright, what's up guys? Very excited to do this vid. This is definitely for all my knife fans out there. I want to thank you so much for sticking it out through my firearm reviews and my gear reviews and such. I know I did start off my YouTube channel reviewing knives. And that's mainly because at that time in my life, that's what I was into, guys. I didn't start a YouTube channel on purpose, per se. I just did a comparison video for one of my buddies that lives in California, and it kind of snowballed from there. So I just wanted to give you guys a little explanation. I do have a lot of passions, okay? So when you knife guys are saying, hey, do more knife reviews, at this time I have a lot of projects going on for my firearms, so I'm into that right now. When I started my YouTube channel, I was into knives, and it kind of comes full circle. I'll come back, back around into my knives, and you guys know how it goes, all right? There was a time where I couldn't walk by one of my Pelican cases without opening it up, taking out a few knives, and literally just standing there and flipping them, putting them back in, picking up another one, flipping it, and like standing there like some kind of zombie, and when I get passionate about something, that's how it is. And then my passions will move on, okay? So I know it's been a while, guys, and this is a very exciting one for me, okay? Also, I have to say, the 2015 lineup for Zero Tolerance and a lot of other companies was awesome. I think I grabbed almost every zero tolerance knife there was. All right, everyone sparked my interest. They were just really cool looking, and 2016 there hasn't been really that many. There was actually only one that sparked my interest. I got an email about the 0095, the blackwash one that just came out. I'm not in love with it. I don't like the blade shape that much, but I had to grab this. And I feel like I haven't opened a knife box on this channel in months and months and months, guys. So here we go. All right, super excited, super excited. All right, so I've only seen, of course, my boy over there at Knives, Guns, and Gear. He's always getting his knife reviews out first. I haven't seen actually any reviews on YouTube with this knife that somebody actually purchased. There's like maybe 2 or 3 videos, and I don't know how these guys get these designers to send them knives. Just send them an email and ask. I don't know, man. I mean, that's pretty awesome, My boy over there, Knives, Guns, and Gear, he got this maybe a month ago, and he said, I guess he asked Kai to send him a couple, and he did, so that's awesome. And he did a great review on it, so let's jump in, guys. Like I said, this is probably the only model that really, I don't know, sparked my interest this year. And as you guys know, I mean, I spend a lot of money on my projects, my guns, my gear, so I can't keep up to date with all the, new releases for knives, and then my projects for my firearms and my family and my bills. It's a lot, guys, okay? So I do my best, and I do have a couple more knives coming in this week, actually. So, here we go, guys. You ready? Of course, the 0456. The Sinkovich 204P. I mean, I saw this and I had to have it. All right. Now, the first thing I'll tell you guys is the weight. All right. 6.6 ounces. It's a beast. All right. It really is. That's the only downfall I've had in looking at the knife online, and seeing the specs. But let's check this bad boy out, shall we? And see if it's manageable, huh? Wow. Alright, so that's your Zero Tolerance 0456. It's the anodized aluminum backspacer, anodized pocket clip, and anodized pivot. It's actually got blue, orange, and purple in there. I don't know if you can see that, guys. Alright, but yes, I'll tell you right now, this is a chunker. Alright, it's a heavy knife, guys. 6.6 ounces, I believe. That's huge for, EDC. I mean, that's passing your 0560. That it almost feels as much as that Ruger, the Stage 2 compact I have. All right, let's go. Oh boy, how I've missed you. I felt for a while there that, I was married to ZT. I was opening a box every other day. All right, pretty cool. Low serial number? 079. 0079, guys. I knew it was going to be low. It only came out, I don't know, probably maybe a week ago or so in most places. like I said, guys, there's some SHOT Show vids, which I don't really count, you know. And then my boy Knives, Guns, and Gear has this and another one that I didn't necessarily, you know, like that much. But he's got a great review over there, and then a couple other guys. But this is just beastly. 204p, alright? Of course, perfectly centered. It's like I almost don't have to look at a ZT. The detent on this is... wow. Alright guys, you know I probably have 13 zero tolerance knives, and the action on this is the best I've ever had. Hands down. And I only say that because the detent on most zero tolerance knives, you know, the action is fast and it flies out of there, but the detent is pretty strong, you know. This detent is almost perfection. Alright, it's not weak, it's not too tight, it's just, for me, it's absolutely perfect. It's not hurting my finger. The flipper on this is a nice flat flipper, so you don't have that point on your finger. It's got little serrations on there. Wow, guys. And of course, those satin grind lines, stone wash flats. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. Now, the reason I wasn't necessarily going to mind about the weight is the fact that it fills your hand. Alright, that extra weight is making that handle fill my hand so much better, okay? Now, I have been into smaller blades recently, guys. You knew I kind of like the 3.5, 3.6, 3.75 inch blade. And I'll be honest and say, you know, over my years of carrying and all this, I've kind of moved away from that and gone more towards the 3 inch and the 3.25 inch for my max. Because realistically, and I want to, you know, be realistic and not carry things because, you know, I just carry them, is realistically, I don't need a hard use folder on a day-to-day lifestyle. I mean, at work, it's a different story. If I'm going camping, it's a different story. And maybe if I'm doing something special that day, I may need one. But for my everyday tasks, I never use a knife that's more than 2.5 inches. I may carry one, but I don't need one that's more than 2.5 inches. I'm cutting, you know, ties. I'm cutting tags off my son's shirt. You know, I mean, even for cardboard, a 3-inch blade is great, guys. All right. So I've been really liking the 3-inch blades. This is obviously 3.25 inch. All right. But look at the beefiness of the titanium slabs. And that's what's obviously attributed to the weight. Now, what I've heard, and I may be wrong, okay, but it is a stainless steel pocket clip. Okay. And obviously your stainless steel lock bar insert. I heard that these are stainless. This has to be titanium. I was watching reviews from SHOT Show, and a few things have changed up since they, you know, had the prototype. I believe this wasn't aluminum before. I'm not sure. All right, but it is now. I believe the hardware is stainless steel. But guys, I'm loving it. All right, it feels incredible in the hand. It really does. No jimping on top. I may have liked a little jimping right here, because there's nothing really to stop your thumb. You know. There's no raise here or anything like that. No jimping on the top. It's a nice sleek design, but for, you know, ZT knives, they're pretty hard use folders, guys, okay? So maybe a little jimping here would have been nice. Maybe a little, you know, swoop in the blade, but I do love that blade shape. Alright, kind of like that Insingo, Sabenza, the Sheepsfoot blade. And of course you got your, you know, patented ZT cutouts on the flats here. Alright, I'm rambling on because I really haven't done a knife review in a while, and this is just, you know, me and ZT, guys. Alright, I gotta get on the train, man, and have these guys send me knives. I don't know if I'm not cool enough or not popular enough. I don't know what it is, guys. But I guess I'll email them and see if I can get a, you know, a prototype in the future. But loving it so far. Alright, there you go. The unboxing of the Zero Tolerance 0456.